before the Winter Olympics, the continent's finest figure skaters are in Lyon.
Hello and welcome to the World's Strongest Man Super Series for the final Grand Prix. And we're just a couple hours outside of New York City, here at the Mohegan Sun Casino and Resort. And I've got the very best in the strongman sport with me. It's Mariusz Pudzianowski. Big guy, are you ready?
Yes, of course. I am ready to competition.
Well, we'll find out. We're here now. What a fabulous place this is. And I'll tell you what a fabulous season we've had so far as well. 3 Grand Prix. We've been in LA, we've been in Poland, and we've been in Sweden. And the big guy has ruled throughout. Before we go to the arena, let's take a look at the action so far this season.
And with 4 qualification spots up for grabs at each Grand Prix for the World's Strongest Man competition later in the year in China, the pressure was on from the start. Well, 2 times World's Strongest Man Mariusz Pudzianowski of Poland wasted no time in claiming the first victory. But I have to say, Seattle, Washington's Jesse Marunde pushed him every step of the way. Third place was Finland's World's Strongest Man of 2000, Jani Virtanen. And the 4th qualification spot for the World's Strongest Man in China went to Dominic Filiu of Canada. Then to Poland, and it was in the shadow of Malbork Castle. Mariusz took victory 2. Poland's number 2, Sławomir Tojcek, took 2nd place. Jesse Marunde, with some great log lifting, finished 3rd. And another new qualifier in 4th place, it was Elbrus Sligmatulin. He'll be at World's Strongest Man as well. Mariusz Pudzianowski, better than ever in Varberg, Sweden, takes 3 out of 3, ahead of Jani Virtanen. He's already qualified, however, and so too is Jesse Marunde of the United States, but he took a bad hamstring injury in Sweden. The final qualifier then from the first 3, it's Michael Starov of the Ukraine. He's also going to China.
So it's into this fabulous 10,000-seater stadium that our gladiators will be doing battle tonight. Mariusz, good luck tonight. You better go warm up. I'll tell you what, we've seen all of the top acts here. Madonna, Kylie, WWE wrestling. But I tell you what, there's nothing fake about this strongman.
Down in the stadium, the athletes have warmed up and they're ready to go. Let's take a look at the guys, though, before we start. Well, first up, it's Kevin Nee, Massachusetts' strongest man, only 19 years old. Chad Coy from Denver, Colorado, former American football player. The biggest man in the competition, 180 kilos, Dominic Filiu of Canada. Carl Waiatoa, formerly Mr. New Zealand in bodybuilding, now living in Ireland. Jason Paulin from Quebec, one of the dark horses for today. Josh Thigpen, only 23, another of the young Americans from Texas. Jani Virtanen, World's Strongest Man of 2000. He's at a 2nd and a 3rd in the Super Series so far. Steve McDonald from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, formerly a world-class powerlifter. Dan Pope from Cleveland, Ohio, again another dark horse in my book. Another familiar face to the Super Series, Dave Osland, 6'6" from Minnesota. Well, 54 years old, it's Odd Haugen, Mr. Norway in 1968, now living in California. And the 2 times World's Strongest Man, Mariusz Pudzianowski of Poland, after 3 wins out of 3 so far in the Super Series, surely the favorite for today.
Now I'm down here with Jesse Marunde before the first event, injured in Sweden. Jesse, how are you recovering?
Yeah, it's going well. I'm rehabbing it strongman style, heavy lifting.
Okay, good stuff. Now it's 175 kilos in each hand, the first event, the farmer's walk. It's 30 meters down, but if you drop it, you don't get to pick it up again. Jesse, can anyone manage this?
Yeah, definitely. Mariusz is up first. He'll set a good pace, and there's some new guys that we haven't seen in the Super Series yet that I think will do quite well.
So first up then, it's the great one, Mariusz Pudzianowski, and we've certainly seen this guy a few times in the Super Series. As we've said already, 3 wins out of 3. LA, Poland, and Sweden. He's up against Odd Haugen, 54 years old, as we know. And look who it is in the lead. This is unbelievable. Odd Haugen ahead of the great Mariusz Pudzianowski. What a fantastic... Oh, he's gone, though. Oh, how upsetting is that for Odd Haugen? Mariusz, like the tortoise and the hare, going through for the victory. Well, the time on that one, just under 20 seconds. And he's just shouting, yeah, I'm the best. Well, next up then, 2 of the American hopefuls. David Ostland of Minnesota. The big guy who's been in 3 Super Series so far this year. Yet to get in one of the top 4 slots, though, to go to the World's Strongest Man competition. And he's against Dan Pope from Cleveland, Ohio. Big Dan was in World's Strongest Man in Malaysia, 2002. And this is slow to get away for both of these guys. Oh, Dave Ostland, who rushed off into the lead. Well, just like Odd Haugen, not the thing to do here. Oh, the American crowd getting behind him. Oh! Dan just stopping before the line there. Oh, the crowd going silent as he has a little fit. These guys are pretty intimidating when they get angry. Well, this will be an interesting clash. Very new, a real baptism of fire for this guy. Steve McDonald from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, just finished powerlifting a year ago, new to Strongman. Here's an experienced face, Jani Virtanen, World's Strongest Man of 2000 from Finland, that great nation of Strongman. And Steve up first, perhaps no surprise. Steve's got a great deadlift on him. But Jani motoring away here, and if you remember back to Los Angeles, Jani won the Farmer's Walk there. Oh, this is going to be really fast. Oh, dives for the line. And he likes that one a whole lot. But the referee doesn't. Oh, he stopped him just short because he slid it over the line. And 3 times World's Strongest Man, Bill Kazmaier, shouting to the crowd. He is emceeing today. He agrees with Jani. That surely was over the line.
Jani, was that tactics to dive?
I missed this time. I don't understand what I'm doing. I drop. I don't understand why.
You tried to dive for the line. He marked it where you stopped and slid.
No. I don't know. I don't understand what happened. I'm stupid head.
Yeah.
Jani Virtanen's distance then, 21.96 meters. The furthest so far without going all the way, but not to trouble Mariusz Pudzianowski. So, Josh Thigpen of Texas, only 23, up against Jason Paulin, man from Quebec. As I said, a real dark horse, very strong. They call Jason Paulin the myth in Canada. Supposedly, he walked 100 kilometers to his first strongman show. He didn't own a car back then, but has been very successful so far in strongman. And Paulin with a great grip going into the lead here. Thigpen really struggling just to get it off the ground in the beginning, and he's wobbling all over the place. Oh, Thigpen's gone, 17 meters for him, but Paulin has made the whole distance, just under 25 seconds, not as quick as Mariusz. Well, this fan wants more like Mariusz Pudzianowski. Not much chance of that. There's only one of him. So, Carl Waiatoa, formerly Mr. New Zealand, and he's against Dominic Filiu. 180 kilos in body weight, this man. A real monster. In fact, even heavier than these farmer's walk implements that he's holding. So important to get a good lift off the ground. And it's Waiatoa who's actually off first. Driving forward, Filiu though, oh, I was about to say has a great grip. Well, his 5 meters is really pretty poor for an international level competition. This is great for Waiatoa, but he's gone, and he's gone at 17 meters.
Kevin, this is a real baptism of fire at international competition. Are you ready for this?
You know what? I think I am ready for this. I've been training hard, and I've been wanting this all my life, so I'm just going to do my best, you know?
Your life is only 19, though. It's pretty scary against some of these older guys.
Well, yeah, it is intimidating because I'm going against guys like Marius, Mohegan, you know, guys I've been looking up to all my life, and now I'm here with them. Well, that's going to drive me because, you know, it's going to teach me. I'm going to watch them, and I'm going to learn, you know?
You know, Miss Odd was Mr. Norway in 1968. How old would you have been then?
1968, what, negative, let me see, negative 23 years old or so?
Good luck in this wrestle.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, Kevin takes on Chad Coy of Denver. Kevin himself, only 19, this guy. He's won Massachusetts Strongest Man, and that was when he was 17. Now he's actually New England's Strongest Man, so quite a few states involved. Very athletic, but so's this guy Coy. Oh, a leg wobble early on takes him out. So Coy manages just over 5 meters. Oh, Kevin Nee driving for the line. 13.70 for him, just ahead of Mohegan. But let's take a look at the leaderboard then. After the Mohegan Sun carry, it's Mariusz Pudzianowski in the lead. Join us for more after the break. As night falls, the strongman action continues here at the Mohegan Sun Casino.
Welcome back to the Strongman on Mohegan Sun! Yeah!
Oh, some pretty pumped up local fans here to see Mariusz Pudzianowski, their hero. And fans have come from all around the world to this stadium, which usually hosts the women's NBA team, the Connecticut Sun.
On to event 2, and it's the axle lift. 300 pounds, 137.5 kilos, and it's got to be pressed overhead now. It's the thickness of the bar that's the real problem here, isn't it, Hugo?
It is. You know, actually, you have to keep holding on to the bar and then press that huge weight overhead, and you have to do it as many times as possible in 60 seconds. No easy task there.
This used to be a great event for you when you were a healthy boy.
Obviously, that was one of my best events, but you know what? I'll be back healthy, and I'll be doing it again.
Okay, let's have a look.
Referee Hugo Girard of Canada presiding over Steve McDonald from Pennsylvania and Dave Ostland from Minnesota. So an all-American pairing. First up in this axle press. Well, it's like the old-fashioned clean and jerk at the Olympics, but look how thick that bar is. Now Dave's a man of 6'6" tall, hands really like a bunch of bananas, huge fingers and palms on this guy, and it's so hard just to get your hands around this axle and pull it up. Well, Steve McDonald rushing off into the lead there with a couple of repetitions. Dave Austin, that looks agony on his stomach, doesn't it? Steve putting up a third. Dave, well, I don't think he got that second rep. No, he's not got the pressing power. He's so tall, those long arms, it isn't easy. Steve for 4. Yes, he's done it. 15 seconds left on the clock. Has Dave got any more to give? Steve, I'm sure, doesn't have time now. No, both of these guys tired out. So Steve, 4 reps. Oh, he doesn't know he's finished, that's for sure. Oh, no, he's not giving it, though. Didn't lock it out, didn't hold it at the top. One thing you have to say about American crowd is they're very vocal. So 4 reps for Steve, 1 for Dave. That's our benchmark. Well, the next pairing out, it was Chad Coy against Dominic Filiu. Well, Filiu has very strong shoulders, but struggled just to get it up there. He only managed 3. Coy, on the other hand, managed 4. So both him and Steve then in the lead, and that really does please the American crowd.
Okay, you boys are on 4. Is that enough to beat Mariusz and Yanni and these guys?
Probably not. Mariusz is probably good for 6 or 7.
I think we're going to beat Yanni, but I think Mariusz, I'm going with 7 reps because he doesn't feel anything and he doesn't get tired. He's from a different planet. The rest of us we're earthlings. We just need a little kryptonite to slow him down.
Super Mariusz, huh?
You got it.
here's the opposite end of the age spectrum in Strongman. Odd Haugen, 54, against this young guy, only 19, Kevin Nee. I'm really looking forward to seeing Kevin do well here. Oh, but that's a bad start for him, and Haugen as well, actually. Oh, that's crushing his windpipe, and doesn't look good for your back either. Nee just getting under it. Needs a good jerk with the legs if he's going to get this up. Oh, easy from the chest, no problem for Nee. And I think Haugen has really done himself some damage there. That has rested on his windpipe far too long the first time, and he's doing the same mistake again. Oh, no. No rep. Referee Hugo Girard saying no. Of course, Hugo Girard, a former Super Series champion himself. We'll see him back next year. And Odd Haugen, I'm afraid, could be taking an early shower. Only the top 8 make it through to the final 3 events. After the 3rd discipline, we do have a cut, and Kevin hasn't done himself too many favors with that 1 rep either. So Haugen 0, Nee 1. Now with the equipment being reset, that'll bring out the next pairing, and this should be interesting. Josh Thigpen against Dan Pope. Both guys doing quite well, coming 5th and 6th in the first event. Josh, though, they're looking a little nervous, a little pensive. His first big international competition. Who's going to be first up with it then? Dan very quick to his shoulders, but Josh manages the first rep. They're both chasing 4. That mark set by Chad and Steve. And Josh still in the lead, on to 2 reps. Doesn't look that big, Josh. Certainly not as big as Dan. Dan's a very thick-set man, isn't he? But Josh is very, very athletic. I've seen this guy jumping around, warming up. Oh, it's very impressive. 4 reps for Dan then, so he's equaled the other guys. So too is Josh. Who can get the 5th one up? They'll need at least 5 if they're going to challenge Marius. You know fine well, oh, that's starting to tire down, all that staggering around. What's Josh got? He gets it. So does Dan. Awesome. Is there time for 6? No. No is your answer. But that is wonderful. And Josh in his first international, living with the likes of Dan Pope, is a great result. The next pairing out was Yanni Virtanen against Carl Waiatoa. Yanni put 1 up and got disallowed the result by the same referee that disallowed his Farmer's Walk victory. Well, Carl managed 1 better. He did 2 reps. Yanni only 1.
Hey, Marius, is it possible to do more than 5?
It's possible 5 reps. Only have a little bit injury here because I train too much stones now. It's possible for me 5, 6 reps.
Ah, come on, 7 or 8 easy.
No, I want now is 5 is the best. I want 1 reps more and finish.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
Polska, the Polish fans looking forward to this. The first discipline already won by Marius. Jessen came 2nd. So these guys go head to head in the 2nd event, the Nautilus lift. How pensive is Jessen Paulav, can he? Can't stop looking at Marius, can he? That isn't a good start. He's got to get his head into it. The whistle's gone, and he's still looking at the bar. Come on, Jessen. Well, Marius only needs 6 for the victory. If Jessen doesn't do any better than that. Well, Marius is flying up with reps. He's already got 2. This is 3rd. Tricep power, just awesome there. Jessen not able to get it to his chest in 1 movement like Marius, and that really does kill the energy. And he does push up a 2nd one. Oh, definitely slowing Marius. Look at that, easy. No problems whatsoever. I think he could be worse. Best part of 10 here, Marius. Yeah, easy. He's done it already. He's done his 6. And Jessen can't even get up the 3rd one. So this is just show then. Number 7 for Marius. He doesn't even look at all out of breath. Oh, Jessen, big battle. If he can get 3, he'll equal Dominic Filiu. He gets it, but Marius gets his 8th as well. And his girlfriend takes a couple of snaps for the photo album. And Jason Paul's 3 reps equals his countryman's Dominic Filiu's 3 reps. So I guess he's happy with that. But it's going to be a maximum 24 points so far for Mariusz Pudzianowski after 2 victories in the first 2 disciplines. And I did have a chance to chat to the great man on the way from the airport in the stretch limo earlier today.
So, Mariusz, how often do you train?
Sometimes too much train because my father, Mariusz, you finish train. I train every week 6 times, morning and evening. Morning is twice gym, evening 1 hour, 1.5 equipment to Strongman.
And how about eating? How much do you have to eat to get that weight, that 300 pounds weight?
No, sometimes eat too much. My mother cooking me, and Mariusz, too much eat. It's good, mother. It's good. I want it. Come on, give me.
So, Mariusz, are you in the best shape of your life for this Mohegan Sun Grand Prix?
Yes, of course. I show you who is strong.
So it's to event 3, and it's the stones. It's 6 stones in total, and the final one is 200 kilos. That's a very big stone, Jesse. How hard is this going to be?
Well, those are some huge balls for sure. This is the biggest stones we've seen in any contest in America this year.
Well, big balls is the term I'd use. It's going to take some steely nerve if you're going to handle this. We'll be down to 8 athletes from 12 after this event.
First out, it was Odd Haugen. He managed to get up the 5th stone of this set of 6 in 53 seconds. The 6th one was too much for him. Dave Ostland, however, nearly got the 6th, and his 5 stones were faster than Odd's. So, on to Kevin Nee. This young man, nowhere near as tall as Dave Ostland or Odd Haugen, but so explosive. Oh, look at that. The first stone goes up in under 5 seconds. Second stone, lightning as well. This is very impressive. And this is where we will find out just how strong he is. Stone number 4, 365 pounds. He's loving this. Now remember, he's chasing the time of Ostland, 38.48 seconds. He's done that, 28.21. Only 19 years old. This guy, and I hope he doesn't mind me using the term, is really a bit of a freak. Oh, the 6th stone doesn't go up. Not yet, anyway. He's going to give it another shot, is he? There's a little bit of time on the clock. Oh, this will be something else. Surely his muscles fatigue now. Oh, that's it. But I tell you what, a great result after that poor showing in the axle lift. Only 1 rep there. And in the world-class stones he goes in. While Steve McDonald came out next. He managed to pop 4 up fairly quickly. The 5th he struggled with, however, but got it up in 36.7 seconds. But the 6th stone, well, almost to his knees. But no, it wasn't to be. So, McDonald's time, 36.7 for the 5, and that was to be beaten by Yanni Vertinen, who was out next. 30 seconds for the 5, but number 6, no way, not today. Carl Waiatoa, all he could do was 3 stones in 19 seconds. So, out now with Dan Pope. Look at the size of this guy's arms. As big as most people's legs, really enormous. Using a slightly different technique there, getting his big long arms around it and actually interlocking his fingers to pop it up. But the stones are getting bigger now. He won't be able to do that. The circumference of some of these big stones, you really have to be there to appreciate just how much concrete mass is there. Well, this for number 5. Yes, great. The fastest we've seen so far. This is the money stone then, up at 400 pounds, 180 kilos. Oh, he's going to be the first to do it. Yes, he has. Dan Pope of Cleveland. Awesome result, and the time, 48 seconds.
Hey, Josh, we just seen Don go 6. Can you match that?
Yeah, that was an incredible time. I'm going to give him my best. I think I can go 6 if I have a great time. If I have a good run, I think I can do it. I've come close before, so this is it.
Well, Josh has impressed so far, hasn't he? But that time of Dan Pope, all 6 in 48 seconds is going to be very hard to beat. But he certainly looks very athletic, doesn't he? Looks more like a javelin thrower, though, really, than a strongman. Very long, thin muscles compared to the kind of chunky muscles of Marius. But I have to say, he really is a bag of tricks, this guy, and 5 stones fly up. Very impressive. Could this be the find of the year for Strongman? This is something else for Thigpen. The time, 34 seconds. Marius will have his work cut out to beat that. Oh, he's going to jump on the podium. How about that? That podium must be about 4.5 foot, 5 foot high. That is very impressive. What an athlete. Well, it's a big ask of Canada's Jason Paulin to beat that. But in international stones competitions, he has been very good. One of the best over the last few years. And the first 3 fly up just as fast as anybody else. In fact, slightly quicker than Thigpen at the moment. Puffing and puffing coming onto the 5th one, and they just keep getting heavier and heavier. Oh, what's the time for that one? That is quick, even quicker than Thigpen. And he's really going to put the pressure on Marius, and he could well take a victory if he does this one. Oh, Marius Pudzianowski is going to struggle to beat that. 33.7 seconds, and I want to take another look at that. Look at the power, 6 inches higher than it had to be by the Canadian. Marius looking somewhat pensive now. He's got a comfortable points lead overall, but doesn't like to lose any events, this guy. Jesse Marunde cheering him on there. What a sportsman Jesse Marunde is. And I have to say, that hamstring injury in Sweden, ooh, little mistake by Marius. That won't help him. Got to be careful. He doesn't want to tear a bicep by doing that kind of stuff. As I said, Jesse Marunde, torn hamstring in Sweden, finished 2nd in LA, so close to Marius, 3rd in Poland, and then Sweden 3rd again. But I'm sure we'll see him at the World's Strongest Man. We do wish him good luck. What's the time going to be? Marius is close, but it's just past the time of Thigpen and Paulin. Oh, will he even get it up? Yes, he's done it. But the time, only 40.4 seconds for the great one. Well, he looks like he's sucking on a lemon. He's not happy with that one at all, is he? He expects victory every time. You don't see Marius Pudzianowski down in 3rd much, do you? And what does that do to the overall points? Well, we have a 2nd equal situation for Thigpen and Paulin. Marius in the lead. Join us for more after the break.
So we've had the cut and we're down to 8 athletes, and the next event is the $1 million squat. This is a huge test of leg strength. The guys have to go up and down for as many reps as possible. Now, sir, is there really $1 million on top of here?
Yes, there is, sir.
Is that really an armed pistol you have at your side?
Yes, it is.
Okay, well, no one's going to run away with this. Not even Marius Pudzianowski.
Down to just 8 athletes now for this Mohegan $1 million squat. The last time I saw this was back in 1981 at the World's Strongest Man with the great Bill Kazmaier, who's here today.
Hey, Bill, it's great to have you here today. Now, just what is your take on Marius? Is he the greatest ever?
Well, not yet. 2 in a row. But take a look at him. A 19 in a row in international competition. He is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing, isn't it? But now, Bill, just for a bit of fun here, can we have a take on your favorite moment from your career?
Well, maybe back in '81, Dave Waddington, all week they announced him the man with the world's strongest legs. And when I waxed him in the squat, I beg to differ.
I remember that moment, Bill. Well, tell us the weights in that.
970 pounds at the time, full squat. After an injury to the back, I was the man that day.
Legs, the strongest legs, right here. You decide.
Hey, looking at this squat here, it's 1,000 pounds, not quite as heavy. How many reps can these guys do with that weight?
It's really hard to tell. They're doing about a 9 or 10 inch squat, so they're going halfway down. but it's really taxing to the body.
Thanks, Bill.
You're very welcome. Happy to be here.
3 times world's strongest man. What a guy. A real inspiration for some of these young athletes, Carl Waiatoa included. Played rugby, as I suppose all New Zealand kids do when he was young, before turning to bodybuilding. 1,000 pounds on his back here. Well, I can see the organizers sweating a little here. Is anyone going to get this up? Waiatoa's got some colossal leg strength as well. He's not even going to get 1 rep at this rate. Oh, just getting up a half an inch maybe. Steve McDonald out next then, the former power lifter. He's done huge totals in that game, and this is one of the exercises. Well, does he do the full 12 inches? Yes, he does. So we're off the mark. What a relief. Sitting in 7th at the moment, the Pennsylvania man. Tough guy, gets 2 reps. How much more has he got? The pressure building up in your body as you try and lift 1,000 pounds. Let's say that again. That is a huge weight. 450 kilos. Well, McDonald barely able to walk there. You see it more like a shuffle. Yanni Vertinen out next then. World's strongest man at 2,000. Well, the first one was easy, driving it up. Only just making that 12-inch movement, though. You see, pops it up there. Eyes going bloodshot red. 4 repetitions, well into the lead for the Finnish athlete. 5 there. Crowd getting behind this now. They were starting to look a little worried there that no one would do it. 6 reps from Yanni. Awesome stuff for a guy who is not very thick in the legs. Can he get another one? No, he's not been given it. 7 reps. And that referee at the back there is looking to pick a fight with this guy, isn't he? First event, he pulls him back. Second event, disallows an axle lift. And now he disallows a squat. Wouldn't fancy a punch-up with Yanni Vertinen. I'll tell you something about Yanni. 7 times Finnish wrestling champion as well. Well, Kevin Nee then, the young 19-year-old. Squats up the first one, no problem. I can't believe he's got the maturity to squat this up in his leg strength. How much is he given there? Screaming his head off. Pressure huge. Well, look how red his face is. Oh, every single sinew going for it. Oh, he's seeing stars, isn't he? Got to be careful. You see guys pass out in this kind of thing all the time from just giving it too much. They hold their breath so tight in. It's like giving yourself the Valsalva maneuver. Looks like he's had a knockout punch there. No, that's it. That's it for Kevin Nee. Just hope he doesn't quick rush in there by the guys. Hugo Girard holding him up. Good move. So 3 repetitions. He goes ahead of McDonald and Waiatoa, but Yanni sits in the lead on 7. Dan Pope, Cleveland, Ohio. Did the 6 stones, but sadly did them slower than anybody else. So he got 4th for that last event, and that's probably upset him quite a bit. He really thought he cracked it when he did all 6. Oh, he's driving this though, isn't he? Great leg strength here. That's another good rep from Pope. That's 5 now. Driving up 6. Well, this is much more like it, and Waiatoa must have his head in his hands at the moment, upset. This for 8. Just getting it. Can he get 1 more? Can't believe he's got the composure to ask the time in such a decent voice. Yay, he just lays in that extra half an inch there. And he gets the 9th repetition. Well, the pressure's now on for some of the others. Thigpen and Pujanovsky. Will they be able to match this? No, that's it, I think, for Pope. Time's up anyway. 9 repetitions. Absolutely. Round of applause for that one. Awesome stuff. And that's becoming his trademark posture, isn't it? A little elbow on the apparatus and a smile or a yawn. Well, Marius has hugely powerful legs. You don't become 2 times world's strongest man without enormous leg strength. First rep goes up no problem. 2 reps there. Getting his hips into it well, drives up with his legs. Now you got to remember, Bill Kazmaier, when he did it, it was definitely a lot deeper, the squat he had to do. Bill, of course, still holds the world powerlifting record. 6 reps, this for 7. So he's equaled Yanni. 8. 1 more to go with a draw at the top with Dan. 9 reps. Well, is he a battler? Can he get 1 more up? Well, we know he's a battler, that's for sure. Oh, Marius never lets down his fans. There's a lot of Polish people here who've flown in. I would say there's at least 300 in that right-hand sector there. Spent a lot of money coming over to Connecticut, to the Mohegan Sun. I'll tell you what a fabulous place this is. Just the most amazing stadium. Josh Thigpen then, the last competitor in the squat lift. 1,000 pounds on his back. He'll be irritated for me continually saying this, but he's nowhere near as chunky as the other guys, is he? Where does he get this power from? That's 2 reps already. He's doing the Michael Jordan with his tongue there. He's got to be careful not to bite it. I've seen that happen a couple of times in powerlifting.
Keep it up, Josh.
Another good rep. This is where the battle starts. Mind over matter. 6 repetitions then. Good refereeing again, not letting him get away with anything at all. This one to equal Yanni Virtanen. Oh, that's the money rep right there. That could be the one that could get him into world's strongest man. It's been an impressive performance so far. 1 more to get 8 and go into 3rd at the moment. Jason Paulin still to come, of course. Well, I tell you what, that is an awesome performance. Perhaps performance of the day, considering he's not a power lifter and his body weight.
Hey, great job there, Josh.
Thank you.
Everyone's saying that you're too thin to squat.
Yeah, that's why I had to do good. Prove them wrong, you know. They don't expect anything, so I knew I could do it, and I did it. This isn't the heaviest man competition. It's the strongest man competition, so I'm not too worried about weight.
Well, it was Jason Paulin who came out next, and all he could do was a surprising 5 reps. I thought those huge legs would drive him to more. But you can see he did have a lot of problem equaling the full 12 inches. The referees were pretty hard on him. So then, Mariusz Pudzianowski with a little bit of back pain. It goes, of course, further into the lead. Jesse Marunde there massaging him out. And I have to say, Josh Thigpen's performance here in the Mohegan Sun Grand Prix has been outstanding. Could he even catch Marius? Well, 2 events to go. Join us for more action after this short break.
This is blood, sweat, and tears. Welcome back to Super Series.
So it's back to the strongman action then here at the Mohegan Sun Casino and Resort. Penultimate event, the Vulcan hold. Head to head, these guys have to lift the back end of this car up. It's Carl Waiatoa of New Zealand. And he goes head to head with Kevin Nee. Who can hang on the longest? I tell you what, this is a real test of mental strength as much as it is of grip. Look at the veins on this young man, only 19, as his body tries to feed oxygen to those forearms, your traps, your shoulders, your deltoids. Starting to sound like an anatomy book. Oh, Kevin's gone down, 25.5 seconds. Carl still hanging on at 33.39 seconds then for the Kiwi.
Steve, now I know you know you're a strong man, and you're going against probably the best grip in the world. Does that worry you?
It doesn't really worry me. I'm actually real happy to be here. It's an honor to be amongst these guys. I just started doing this about 1.5 years ago, and kind of pinch myself a little bit now and then just because I'm here.
Now, you're sitting in 6th at the moment, so it's real close for the cut. Can you beat Kevin at this?
Well, Kevin's got a good grip. You know, it's anybody's game. I'm going to try, though.
Good luck, man.
Thank you.
Well, Kevin's time of 25 seconds is what he really wants to beat. Yanni Vertinen, though, I have to say, is probably the best in the world at this. The man on the right, former world's strongest man, Steve McDonald, has got his work cut out. The cut, of course, it drops to 6 for the final event, the Metrex medley. And this is event 5. So we're going to lose 2 athletes. We have 8 at the moment. And remember, after the final event, it's 4 guys who go to the World's Strongest Man competition. It's a bit like Willy Wonka. Who's going to get one of those golden tickets to go to China at the end of the year? This guy wants it bad, doesn't he? The man from Pittsburgh. Look at Yanni, though. I have to say, he's pulling a little bit of a sneaky trick. I know every trick in the book, and he's nudging his knees against the side there, creating a little bit of friction and helping himself hang on to it. There goes Steve. Steve goes. Time 38.31, better than Waiatoa. The huge hands of Yanni Vertinen hang on a little bit longer, 46.4 seconds. That was impressive stuff. There's a couple of young strength athletes in the making. Jason Paulin of Canada against Dan Pope from Cleveland, Ohio, the home of the Indians. Well, Dan starting to grimace a little bit, doesn't look that comfortable. Jessen, another guy I have to say who is famed for his grip, the Myth. He's got a bit of a mythical grip when it comes to these events. I don't know if it's as good as Yanni Vertinen, though. These 2 guys already assured of going through to the next event. But they want to make sure they get maximum points here if they're going to make it to the top 4. This is going to be a tough battle. 46 seconds of Vertinen, and Dan's gone at the 39-second mark. So has Jessen, 41.15. Second at the moment then for the Canadian behind the Finn. We still have a pairing to come, though. And of course, it's the great Mariusz Pudzianowski. You know, he's only 27 years old. This guy, only 23. Josh Thigpen. And in his first international, well, lifts it ahead of Mariusz. But only a fraction of a second in it there. So Mariusz shouldn't be penalized for that. Out comes the tongue of Josh, so you know he's trying. Well, the clock is ticking away. Josh certainly needs to beat the likes of Kevin if he's going to try and secure that 4th place. I think we'll probably end up saying goodbye to Kevin and Carl for the final event. Yeah, this is looking like a good result then. Josh hanging on just long enough. Gone now, but Mariusz, what can he do? Can he chase Yanni? 29 seconds for Josh, 39 then for the pole. Only 3rd place, but certainly easily good enough to hang on to the lead. I think he'll go for 4 out of 4 competitions. Yanni Vertinen wins the Vulcan hold, but let's have a look at the overall points. Yeah, Mariusz Pudzianowski still in the lead then. 1 event to come.
So it's the final event, and we're cutting down to 6 athletes. It's the power medley. First of all, it's this super yoke, 800 pounds, and they have to carry it for about 30 feet down the course. Then they move to this huge pole, 600 pounds. They have to pick it up and flip it all the way over. Now, if that wasn't hard enough, they go down to the bottom. That way down there is over 600 pounds. They have to carry it up the 5 steps to the top. Who can finish this? Well, if you finish this, you deserve to go to World's Strongest Man. And remember, there's only 4 places up for grabs.
USA Steve McDonald against Finland's Yanni Vertinen. A little wink and a shout from Yanni, and he's up first with the super yoke. The taller man, you wouldn't expect that. Driving for that first line, and this is a real killer on the lower back. Not one for chiropractors to watch anyway. I'm sure there's a fair few of them grimacing at home. This, the Fingal's Fingers it's known, is a very tricky thing to do. It sort of gets light when you first pick it up and then heavy in the middle. Oh, Yanni's just having a little smile, shouting at Steve. Is he even going to bother with the end weight? He knows by the points that he's not going to win this event. And I guess he doesn't want to kill himself. He's already qualified for the world's strongest man. But of course, points do equal prizes. It's all about prize money now for Yanni. Well, probably very sensible. I saw him clutching his bicep earlier. Yeah, it's still hurting that left arm of his. Steve McDonald, well, fails to do the fingers, and Yanni gets the ice pack out. I just hope he's ready in time for the Worlds in Chengdu, China. On to the next pairing then. Josh Thigpen against Dan Pope. An all-USA clash. Who's going to be the first man to finish this medley? And the medleys have been brutal in the Super Series this year. In LA, well, almost none of the guys finished it. And let's face it, we're down to the best 6 as well. The organizers really do pick some brutal events, but these are the best in the world. There are none stronger than these men right here. And Dan Pope goes over with a finger's finger very quick. And will he be the first man to get up the power stairs? Well, it doesn't look that heavy from here, does it? But I promise you, this is no old-time strongman with pretend weights. That is colossally heavy. Josh, he fails to do the fingers. 8 seconds then for the super yoke, quicker than Steve McDonald. And Dan gets it up. What a flurry of a finish. Well, he presses Jessen for that second place position. And these two guys are going to go to the Worlds. Awesome stuff then. 2 more Americans go to China to compete for the big title.
Congratulations, Don. You just got yourself a ticket to the Worlds.
Thanks. That was my goal the whole time. I wanted to have a strong showing. I really didn't have too many weeks to train for this. It's kind of a pop thing. But I guess I'll take that, you know.
So you've taken over as the strongest guy in the USA. Now Jessen's, or rather Jesse's not in this. How's that feel?
Oh, it's, I'd rather him been here and put a whooping on him too, you know. I don't know if he's hearing me, but still I'll take, you know, just to get there is to get there, then it's all equal again, you know.
How much work before you can beat someone like Marius?
I mean, Marius is, everybody here is strong. Everybody can lift the weight. But Marius is, he doesn't get tired. His cardio is very good. And I seen him, he cut his arm on an event, and I swear I seen wires sticking out. So I don't know if he's actually the world's strongest man or android, you know, if he should be allowed to compete.
Mariusz Pudzianowski, well, he's got this wrapped up pretty much against Jessen Paulin. Jessen just has to try and avoid making huge mistakes here to guarantee himself second. Misses Pudzianowski, well, girlfriend of anyway, screaming Mariusz on. You just have to love his do-or-die attitude. Completely jet-propelled is Mariusz. Doesn't give up on anything. Look at the size of this huge steel beam. So heavy. And he really is made of super stuff, isn't he, Mariusz? And this actually is his greatest event. Look how easy that is for those huge legs to drive it up. 47 seconds of Dan Pope. Mariusz does it in 38. Well, it's incredibly close on points between Jessen Paulin and Dan Pope. All Jessen has to do is finish this to beat Yanni Virtanen, and he will guarantee himself second here. He's done it. He too goes to the Worlds. Jesse Marunde watching on. Mariusz Pudzianowski, though, the champion once again here at the Mohegan Sun Grand Prix.
Hey, Mariusz, congratulations. 4 victories out of 4 in the Super Series. Did you expect it?
Yes, of course. I am very happy. 4 times win in Super Series is very nice.
Hey, are you going to be ready for the Worlds? I've never seen you in such good shape.
No, not ready towards strongest man. Now it's 80%. I must 20% more and go to China.
Wow, fantastic. Well done once again, Mariusz. We'll see you in China. Awesome stuff.
Of course, see you in China. I show you who is the best.
Polska Górum.
Polska Górum, Polska rządzi.
So 4 men qualified for the world's strongest man from the Mohegan Sun Grand Prix. Josh Dickman of the USA in 4th. Also of the USA, Dan Pope in 3rd. Jason Polav, Canada in 2nd. And Mariusz Pudzianowski, our winner. He receives the prize of the chief of the Mohegan tribe. And also, he takes the overall world champion title for the World's Strongest Man Super Series of 2005.
So that's it from here at the Mohegan Sun Grand Prix. Mariusz Pudzianowski does it once again. 4 Grand Prix out of 4. Can he be stopped? Let's find out in China, the World's Strongest Man. Until then, Polska Górą! Goodbye.